Hey, Shalom Watkins, Rakam Kapash from Jim Maslin, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Chach Wadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful word that's pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. Now, we all see what happened with that whole shooting assassination attempt of Mr. Donald J. Trump. All right. And it just shows you the tensions that are in America right now. Right. And this all plays into biblical prophecy. America is going to descend into turmoil, descend into chaos, right? America is tearing itself apart, right? And the scripture speaks about if house be divided against itself, how shall it stand, right? And America is on the brink of destruction, both internally and externally, right? Because we know, due to biblical prophecy, that America is not only going to be ended by the nuclear fire that the Most High is going to be sending upon on that place, man. Okay, to turn it into a lake of fire, right? But it's being destroyed also internally. All right, and so tensions are rising as we saw over the weekend. All right, but let's just get into the scriptures. All right, and it says Daniel chapter 12 verse 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right? And so it's not only going to happen to America, but, as a focal point of prophecy, it's going to be happening in America, man. Okay, but this whole world is going to descend into chaos, over the events that are going to take place upon the earth. All the plagues and pestilences, all these uproars of the people. All right? Because of what these elites are doing. Okay, ultimately what the Most High is doing to this planet and the people on it. So the world is heading into a time of trouble that has never been before, right? And America is going to be the worst place, right? And like I say, we see things, we keep seeing the things ramping up. Okay, spirit is changing upon that place, man, for the worst. Okay, good for us, but bad for you people out here that love this world. Okay, that want to see it continue. Okay, that want to uphold the things, that this world upholds. Okay, that's set in place by Esau. Right, but this is all being dismantled as we speak. Every day that goes by, okay, everything is breaking up. The Most High is breaking this place up. Right? I got this from Isaiah 19 verse 22. So I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Right? America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Right? So this pertains to them. So I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Right? Is that not what you're seeing? Yeah, the Democrats and the Republicans, okay, they're always at each other's throats. They say you got assassination attempts going on now. And all this is gonna fuel the fan the flames. To create this, great distortion, this great divide in America. Okay, things are getting worse, and so everyone's gonna be fighting one another. Okay, you're gonna be fighting, yourselves, man. So the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that are familiar spirits and to wizards. Right, all you people are gonna be going to your idols asking, looking for help. Looking to end the chaos. Right, to be saved. But none of them are gonna come and help you, man, because America's just that. It's just a land full of idols. There's no actual power there. There's no God. The God of America is Satan. Okay, and Satan works for the Heavenly Father, man. So when the Most High removes Satan from America, you're done. You're finished. This is from 2 Ezra chapter 6 verse 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight against one another like enemies. Right? People are going to turn on each other, man, because shit's going to get real bad. Right? And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these things I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. Right? And so there is hope for the elect to be delivered out of this place. Okay, before it all, gets destroyed. Okay, and this is where our mind is where we want to be at. Okay, we don't want to be here trying to, uphold the world and, believe in the world, believe in Esau, and, because he's going to come and do some mad things, man. And he's going to end up bringing about his, the MOTB, and the majority of the people on the planet are going to take it because they're afraid and they trust in Esau. Okay, we trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and these are the men that are going to be delivered from this place before its destruction. Right? We're going to see the end of this world. Okay? And we're going to be brought into the beginning of the next. Okay, which belongs to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because belongs to Yahweh Shai and the Israelites. This is from 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then, and he said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? Are we not seeing these things? Right? Are we not at a time of peak wickedness, man? There's so much filthy, abominable stuff, things that are going on the planet right now. Right? We're hitting its peak. Right? And there's so much turmoil in the earth already. Right? And things are getting worse. Right? Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, and shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right, like I said, so the elect have got hope to be delivered from this chaos. Okay, but everybody else is going to go for the judgments. It's 2 Ezra chapter 15 verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. Right, and so we're speeding towards that day, speeding towards this time. Okay, brothers, beginning of our elders and apostles, be speaking about this for a long while now, but we're finally getting there. Things are amping up, things are getting to the next stages. Okay, World War III is on the horizon, which means the MOTB is close by. All these things are manifesting. Okay, this technology, brain chips, and all this kind of stuff. That's all out here now today, ready. Okay, and they just they need whatever events need to take place to get them implemented. That's what's going to take place soon. Whether it be another pandemic, whether it be a T attack, or whatever the case may be, whatever it is that they got up their sleeves, planned and ready, right, to get these things moving, get these things in place, right? That's what's going to take place. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Right, it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right, things are going to get really violent out here. Okay, the comfort that people enjoy now, if you're enjoying comfort, but as a whole, these people are in comfort right now, right? That's going to change, man. Okay, you're not going to feel comfortable. Okay, ain't nobody going to feel comfortable out here. Right, things are going to be very dark, very violent, very dreadful. Okay. This is for one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Right. Well, you can imagine, or you can see that Trump, he's a former president, right? He's a king in the earth. He's a ruler. He rules over the people, right? and he just got shots taken at him. And if he becomes president again, same thing. And he ain't gonna deal nicely. Okay, whoever's in power next ain't gonna be dealing nicely with you people, man. Right? And people are gonna become very anti-government. There's gonna be factious people that are gonna become very anti-government, right? And these governments are gonna roll out martial law and all kinds of things because of the chaos, because of the turmoil, right? So the government stance is gonna be very hardened towards the people and those that resist, those that are not playing ball with the government and not agreeing and cooperating with the government, right? So again, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? It's going to be a time of great fear, right? So the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay, great tribulation is coming. Right, and these people out here that profess that they all fucking, love everybody's spirit, right? Because they get on us for hating Esau, hating, for his wickedness, right? These people that claim out here to be loving everybody, they're gonna be at each other's throats, man, trying to destroy one another, in order for to survive, right? Stealing and doing all kinds of things. These good old Christians, right? That's what they're gonna be doing. You're gonna see people really are in that time. All these fucking hypocrites out here. Is Revelation chapter 13 verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, right? And so going back to these political parties now that govern the earth, we just had a new prime minister put in parliament not so long ago. We've got a Labour government now, but it's always been these two main sides, right? Two sides of the same coin, or two horns of the same lamb. Okay, dictating what goes on in this country or in these different countries, right? The left and the right, the blue and the red, Republicans, Democrats, Labour, Tory, it's all the same shit, right? And they all rule the same, regardless of their stance, they all end up doing the same things, right? It's not for the people, okay? They are run by these elites. They run by the elites to do the agenda of the elites, all right? But to make you feel like you're, got some kind of say in how the country is managed, how it's ruled. And the truth is, you don't. But like I said, regardless of who's in power, right? It says here, and he spake as a dragon. Ultimately, these governments, whoever's in power, whether we left or right governments or whatever, they're all gonna turn into this dragon, man. They're all gonna be, become dictators. They're all gonna become, harsh with their judgment. Okay, because dragon, comes from dracon, right? Draconian legislation, draconian law, right? And that's what they're going to be pushing, because they're going to have to take control, of these nations, man, when shit hits the fan, right? And they, like I said, they're not going to be playing nicely with the people, right? They're going to be bringing harsh, rigorous rulership in that time, in the chaos. Okay, with a strong arm, strong hand, So they're going to speak as a dragon. So they're going to come harsh against the people. All right? About who is in power. In Ezekiel 21 verse 9, it says, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Right? It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. Right? And these governments, kind of behind the scenes have been preparing for this time, or the time that, that we're speaking about. Right? They know that shit's going to go down at some point. And so they're preparing for it. They have been preparing for it. We go back to, the drills in America, Jade Helm and so on, right? They have been preparing for this moment. And they're going to use those guys, man. Right? They're going to use those guys, man. And not just in America, in these different places too. They're going to come with a strong hand, man. Right? Because I said they're nothing but rulers of the elites, man, puppets of the elites, and it's the elites' desire, to bring these nations into this situation. Okay, because really they're being moved in the spirit by the Heavenly Father to do it. So they're preparing, right? Verse 10, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? This is the time for fucking partying and bullshit. Laughing and joking. Is it really time for that? Question mark, right? The answer is no. Right? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he have given it to be furbished that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. Okay, the hand of the slayer is Esau. Right? He's like I said, he's going to use these militaries, these police forces that are heavily armed now, okay, with military grade weapons, right? They're going to use these what do they call them, mercenaries, all right, to manage you people, all right. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. So therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. Okay, Esau's on the clock, right? And all these things have to happen at some point. Okay, and this is why we watch for the signs. Okay, Esau too watches for the signs, right? And so he's getting his ass in gear, man, because he needs to get these things in place before the Lord turns up. So he believes, because he thinks he's gonna have a better chance. he thinks he got a chance. He ain't got no chance. But Esau, he's trying to put these things all into place. Okay, he wants to get you, with the sea hip as ASAP. Right, so chaos has to, he has to bring chaos upon the earth for him to, make opportunity of that. All right, so you're going to come with great wrath because you know you have but a short time. And I'm going to close out with this from Jeremiah 30 verse 7. So alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Right, so like I mentioned earlier, the elect, we have hope of salvation. Right, because like I said, it's going to be a terrible time for everybody on the earth. Okay, one that, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, man, you're not likely to survive. Let's be real about it. Like I say, if you think, if you think getting the C hip, taking the MOTB is going to save you, man, you're dead wrong. The Lord is going to destroy you for those that take it. All right, so we're going to have to be, strong in the faith, resilient, to reject his mark. All right, so that we may be saved. The Lord have mercy upon us, man. So all the elect are capable of doing that. Okay, so we've got a hope and a way out. Okay, whereas this place, everybody else, they're going to be destroyed or enslaved, man. But that's what's happening in the earth right now. All this chaos is building up. All this turmoil is building up. And I said America is going to descend into turmoil and chaos and darkness. Okay, it's just a matter of time. But it's brewing. Okay, tensions are rising, man. All right, so, with that, I'm going to say shalom. See you, brothers and sisters, on the next video. Until next time, I say shalom.